republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilmember Cody.
Present.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Here.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith.
Here.
Councilmember Whitlow.
Here.
Councilmember Gusted.
Here.
Interim City Manager.
Here.
City Attorney.
Here.
DPW Director.
Here.
Finance Director.
Here.
Public Safety Director.
Here.
All set, sir.
You ready? Citizens' comments on agenda related items.
On behalf of
Come to the podium, please.
Astrana Township Overland Squirrel. On behalf of the Manistee Rotary Club, we would like to formally present the City of Manistee with our $3,000 donation towards the Rotary Park. So, and at this point, we'd like to know to whom do I deliver the check?
The mayor.
Get a receipt.
Any other citizen comments on agenda-related items? Consent agenda. All agenda items marked with an asterisk are on the consent agenda and considered by the city manager to be routine matters. Prior to approval of the consent agenda, any member of council may have an item from the consent agenda removed and taken up during the regular portion of the meeting. Consent agenda items include approval of minutes, approval of payroll, monthly bills, consideration of adopting ordinance 15-09, Parks and Beautification Commission, consideration of closeout document for LWFC Rotary Park Play Area Grant, consideration of a resolution, Wellhead Protection Grant, Program Grant, and notification regarding upcoming meetings.
I'll make the motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion from Councilman Cody and a second by Councilman Goodspeed. Is there any discussion? Okay, vote please.
Councilmember Gusted.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitlow.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith.
Yes.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Yes.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Yes.
Councilmember Cody.
Yes.
Motion approved, sir.
New business. Consideration of ordinance Z15-08, keeping of chickens and ducks. Ordinance Z1508 was drafted in conjunction with the recent amendment to Article 606, animals. This language would allow chickens, not roosters, and ducks in the R1, R2, and R3 zoning districts. As an ordinance, 2 separate readings are required. If this ordinance is introduced at this time, it could be adopted at the next regular meeting. At this time, council could take action to introduce ordinance Z15-08, adding section 535, keeping of chickens and ducks, to Article 5, general provisions of the City of Manistee zoning ordinance.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion from Councilman Cody, a second by Councilman Goodspeed. Is there any discussion? Roll please.
Councilmember Whitlow.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith.
Yes.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Yes.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Yes.
Councilmember Cody.
Yes.
Councilmember Gusted.
Yes.
Motion approved, sir.
Thank you. Consideration of partial split and combination, 321 5th Street, 510 Cypress Street. On July 9, 2015, the Planning Commission reviewed and recommended council approval of a request from Glenn and Catherine Zaring and Gerald Hubbard for a partial split and combination. The Zarings own the home at 321 5th Street, parcel 51-612-325-01, and wish to split the south 23 feet from the parcel, which would then be combined with the Hubbard's property at 510 Cypress Street, parcel 51-61-2-325-02. At this time, council could take action to approve the request from Glenn and Catherine Zara and Gerald Hubbard for a parcel split. The combination that would transfer the south 23 feet of parcel 51-612-32501 to parcel 51-612-325-02.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Councilman Zelinski, a second by Councilman Cody. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Ben, can you give the reason why this is all taking place? A little background on it, please.
Just the neighbors requested it, and it reduces or eliminates a non-complying lot from the Hubbards, so it's just to make both lots conform.
Okay, just two neighbors get along together then. Okay.
Does it affect the tax roll for either of the properties, or?
That portion of the property that is currently the Zarings will become part of the Hubbards and will become taxable by the Hubbards.
Okay. On the next roll then?
Yes.
Any further discussion?
I'm happy.
Take vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith.
Yes.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Yes.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Yes.
Councilmember Cody.
Yes.
Councilmember Gusted.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitliff.
Yes.
Motion approved, sir.
Thank you. Consideration of the purchase of 2 cardiac monitors and related technology. Bids were received for the purchase of cardiac monitors for the fire department. The fire department is requesting authorization to purchase 2 cardiac monitors from DXE Medical with a per unit cost of $8,995, along with a one-time cost of $5,140 for related technology and software, for a total project cost of $23,130. The following bids were received. Boundtree Medical, Philips Matrix, $9,601.85 per unit. DXE Medical, Philips Matrix, $8,995 per unit. DXE Medical, LifePak 15, $22,800 per unit. The fire department is recommending the low bid from DXE Medical. At this time, council could take action to authorize the purchase of 2 Philips MRX cardiac monitors with a related technology and software from DXE Medical for a total cost of $23,130.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilman Cody and a second from Councilman Zelinski. Is there any discussion?
Yes. In the budget, we approved the $25,000 for these monitors.
That's correct.
And at the time, we were trying for a grant.
15,000 revenue sharing board. Yes.
Did that go through, or?
Yes, it did. So now we have $40,000 with which to finance this $23,000 purchase, leaving roughly $17,000 available in the general fund for other purposes.
And the remaining funds, I know we talked about that money going into Fifth Avenue. There was a possibility of it.
It was one of the possibilities that was discussed. There wasn't a decision.
It was my understanding that half of that was supposed to go in there. I'm willing to say, give up half and take the other half.
That is not this agenda item. If you want that to be another agenda item for another meeting, we can certainly put that on.
Yes, I'd like to see it on the agenda. You can get up for a discussion and see where it's going to go.
Are these brand new or used?
Used.
They're
That's what I thought.
yes.
But they're new warranty, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I read it right. All right, thank you.
And Chief Bachman, then he's gonna, I mean, sometimes the low bid's not necessarily gonna fill the needs of the officers, but we feel this is,
These are very nice monitors. We're very happy with the bid.
okay. Thank you. And I trust your judgment on that. I just, sometimes buying the cheapest isn't always the best, so.
Is there any further discussion? Okay, vote please.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Yes.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Yes.
Councilmember Cody.
Yes.
Councilmember Gustet,
Yes.
Councilmember Whitliff,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith.
Yes.
Motion approved, sir.
Consideration of a FEMA grant for a fire department exhaust management system. FEMA has awarded a grant to the Manistee Fire Department in the amount of $47,620 to purchase and install an exhaust management system at the Manistee Fire Station. The grant obligates the city to a 5% match of $2,380 for this project. Our contract with the grant writer further obligates the city to an additional 5% fee of $2,380 if the grant is awarded. At this time, council could take action to authorize Chief Dave Bachman to accept the federal grant in the amount of $47,620 and authorize the expenditure of a 5% $2,380 grant match and a 5% $2,380 payment to the grant writer at the DNR Consultants.
I'll make that motion. Or I'll second that. You made the motion, I second.
Motion was made by Councilman Zelinski, seconded by Councilman Cody. Is there any discussion? None? Vote please.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Yes.
Councilmember,
Yes.
Councilmember Gustet,
Yes.
Councilmember Whitliff,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith,
Yes.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Yes.
Motion approved, sir.
Thank you. Consideration of authorizing the addition of a flagpole in First Street roundabout. Linda Solar and Ready Link have organized fundraising efforts to purchase and install a 70-foot tall flagpole at the First Street roundabout in Douglas Park. A 12-foot by 18-foot American flag would be installed. They have presented and received support from the Parks and Beautification Commission at their June meeting. There will be no out-of-pocket cost for the city for this project. At this time, council could take action to approve the installation of a 12 by 18-foot American flag on a 70-foot flagpole within the First Street roundabout and accept the project as a donation from Mr. Solar and Mr. Link's.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Could
I
I,
have, yes,
it's supposed to be 15 by 25 flag for a 70-foot pole. It would only be a smaller flag if the pole is only 60.
15 to 25.
I would also urge the council to think of this really as conceptual endorsement. Some of the details may change in terms of the height and the width. We've got consumers issues. But conceptually endorsing the project on the assumption that they'll raise the funds for it and will participate in helping the construction.
Will this flag be lit all the time?
Yes.
Good. What about replacement of the flags? Because I would imagine through the weather and everything else like that, they're gonna get beat
Working
up.
with volunteer groups, I think we can manage that.
Is it only the American flag that's going to be flown?
Long-term, they hope to put 5 more flags up, which would represent each of the military services around the roundabout, but the current request is only for the American flag.
And the POW MIA.
And the POW flag underneath the American flag. But one flag, one pole at this point.
So will we set up the infrastructure to support the future development or the foundation and whatnot?
No, the future ones wouldn't require lighting, so there's no economies to be gained there. The only infrastructure necessary would be the footings, and that really isn't economical to do in advance. So this can be looked at as a standalone, but also as a phase 1 of the larger project.
Thank you.
Any further discussion or questions?
I think it's an awesome idea.
Very communicative. Vote please.
Councilmember Cody,
Yes.
Councilmember Zelinski.
Yes.
Councilmember Goodspeed.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith,
Yes.
Councilmember Whitliff,
Yes.
Councilmember Gustet.
Yes.
Motion approved, sir.
Thank you. Concerns and comments. Citizen comments. This is an opportunity for citizens to comment on municipal services, activities, or areas of city involvement. Citizens in attendance shall be recognized by the mayor for comments limited to 5 minutes. Letters submitted to council will not be read. Are there any citizen comments at this time? officials and staff?
Nothing, sir.
Only to remind you that next week we begin at 6 p.m.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor. Nothing, Your Honor.
Good.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Council members.
Yes, I got one, over on, by Jefferson and Taylor, the dumpster that's been put there where that building burned. How much longer, or is that gonna be there? I got several phone calls about, well, naturally, the concern of that, blocking the road right there in that intersection.
I had a couple other calls on that same, and they're starting the reconstruction. So we haven't talked to them personally, but we will get this week and get a status on it.
Thank you.
Nothing, Your Honor.
I already discussed it, you gave me the answers, but I told Mrs. Smith I'd bring it up about the fluoride, what is the parts per million of the fluoride that we put in our water?
7 parts per million.
Thank you.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Just a hearty thank you to Linda and Rudy for working towards a solution to that roundabout. It's needed something for a long time, and we appreciate that proactive approach from our citizens. And also thank you to the Rotary for their contributions to Rotary Park. Collaborative efforts like that to make our city more beautiful and more user-friendly, so thank you.
I'd like to thank Public Works. People are out busy painting the worn stripes on streets, crosswalks, and so on. And I'd also like to thank them for the responsiveness to the Elks for recent flooding during the rainfall. So, thanks, Jeff. Keep doing a good job out there.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Any motion to adjourn?
I support them.